Okay, I'm here in Malibu, doing a little ride. But anyway, I found out today is free Slurpee Day, 7-Eleven. So if you, probably by the time you see this video, it's over. But anyway, if you happen to be next July the 11th, you get free Slurpees at 7-Eleven. So just FYI now. But anyway, here we are. See, they even do your picture over there. They didn't do my picture because ironically I didn't get a Slurpee. Anyway, I'm doing a short ride. I'm going to head up to some brewery place, have a beer, have some lunch, and see where the rest of the day takes me. How you doing? What's up? Thank you. Nice car. All right, there's a guy right there with this. Oh, he already passed, but that dude right there. How you doing? That guy with the Maserati complimented me on my bike. Anyway, we're here. I'm here in Malibu. My friends stopped to get a drink and have some lunch, but I don't know where they went. I think they went to this place called Christie's. So let's go check it out. So this is Malibu. No dogs on grass, unfortunately. So you got some yoga studios. You know, it's Malibu. What do you expect? I don't know where I think they went into this place called Christie's. Oh no, this Malibu. Malibu Brew. That's where we're going. The Malibu Brewing Company. Oh, hi. Doggy. All right. This is the Malibu Brewing Company. So let's go check out what they got.
But anyways, here's the porter, you know, the stout. Come on.
But somebody didn't want a stout. Somebody said he was too good. He was too VIP, and he got what is this again? What did you get? What,
some
IPA?
kind of porter.
A porter. A porter.
Yeah. Porters are good.
Yeah, well. Well, just finished eating here at I just finished eating at this Malibu Brewing Company, and I'm going to be heading back out. See if I can try to show you a little bit around. My friends are kind of in a rush to get back, but if I can, I'll try to show you a little bit of the area before I head back down to Los Angeles. So let's see what we see. Okay, some of our other biker friends have showed up. We're leaving and they're coming. Anyway, here's the brewing company. We just finished eating, Johnny. You just showed up.
12:30 right now. What time is it? 12:30.
12:30.
Beautiful. Good timing. Perfect timing.
Where's everybody else?
Noisy bikers, guys. In the parking lot. Who the fuck are they? I thought, probably bikers. We've never been. How was it? It was all right. I mean, you know.
All right, so this is the area here. So we got the Glow Yoga Studios, got a supermarket over there. So, yeah, this is Malibu, where the rich of the rich live. And the movie stars. Got a candy store over there. So, you know, you got the whole ball of wax over here. We got somebody driving a Miata. Because nothing says hardcore like Miata. Hey, Ed. How you doing? Our other biker friends have arrived. We just finished eating. We were about to leave. We didn't wait. We said, hey, we're here to party, damn it. We're doing some recording. But aren't you missing some people?
Yeah, they went their own way after the rock store.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to be heading back down south, so if I see something interesting to record, I will record it. I'm here at the mall and everybody's watching the soccer game. my friends? Well, it's a new day here. I did the ride yesterday. Today is Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. And I didn't record too much of the ride. I actually didn't record any of the ride coming back home. I mean, it's all going down P6. You've seen it a million times. So I didn't see the point of recording that again. But anyway, I'm here at once again at the Long Beach High Performance Hot Rod Swap Meet to check out some of the cars. You know, when I left my house, it was like super hot, and like now here it's overcast and kind of nice. You know, so I'm over here in Long Beach. The beach says Long, and I want to show you some of the cars they have here. It's always cool to come to the Long Beach swap meet. So let's check out what we see. So this guy's having some troubles starting his Mustang, but you know, carbureted cars. Sometimes things like that happen. Got a cool Chevy. This thing is pretty cool. Mayor Z. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Look at this. You know, it has like kind of a sort of a futuristic interior here with the screens and the metal and everything. I like it. It's pretty cool, gotta say. It's a nice looking Chevy.
Really excited.
You know, the new Volkswagen van is all electric, and I think it's pretty expensive. I think it's like $70,000 or something like that. But this is the classic. That looks really cool. Even though it's an old car, it looks kind of, in a weird way, it kind of looks futuristic. It's nice and low. Of course, a Corvette over there. I don't think you can have a car show without a Corvette. You know, it's interesting when I see cars like this one. I think this is a Volkswagen Rapid. And when I was a kid, well, not a kid, but I was like maybe in my early 20s, I knew a lot of people who drove this car. And now you hardly ever see them on the road. It's like a miracle if you see, it's a GTI. It's like a miracle if you ever see these things. But believe me, when I was like 20 years old, 21, something like that, you would see that car everywhere. You go to the community college, the university, high school, you'd see that thing. You would see that car every single place. And now, you know, this is the first time I've seen it in decades. All right, let's see what else we got to see here at the swap meet. This is nice. These are cool little hot rods. I always dig them. Really nice. I don't know if I would ever own one. I probably wouldn't, because I'm just not that much of a wrencher. But it is a nice car. This guy's got this truck lifted. He's ready. He's got this interesting "We Are the People" license plate. This is very cool. Cool Cadillac. That Cadillac is cool. You know, Cadillac used to be so cool, and like now it's so not cool. When I took you to the car show in Pacific Palisades, they had that one Cadillac, that new one. I forgot how much it was, like 500,000 or something like that. And that car looked like garbage. I can't believe that they want 500 grand for that thing, or close to it. This van that's like super old looks way better. Look at that.
I got a cutter, you cut it and get a little piece of pipe and put it together with 2 holes. And then we charge you.
That's a cool van. I'd rather have that than that $100,000 Cadillac. This we're pushing on me at the Pacific Palisades car show. This is a cool looking Plymouth.
One aspect, but they have
Another classic Volks Wagon. You got a Porsche. I won't sing Janis Joplin again. I like this skull thing they got going on here though. That's cool. This puppy's for sale. 1932. At my job, they asked me, well, they asked all the employees, they want to do the icebreaker thing. And they said, what do you like to do in the summer that you don't do in the winter? And when they came to me, I said, oh, you know, I like to go to car shows and take pictures, do some video. And they said, can't you do that all year round? And here in California, you could technically do it during the winter time, but it rains and the days are short, and most people I've noticed there's a lot more car shows in the summer than there is in the winter, spring and summer. But yeah, I like car shows. If you've been watching my channel, you probably figured that out by now. Look at this.
Are the hardest parts. The bodywork can line up, you know?
You know, there used to be a show called Vegas about a private investigator in Las Vegas, and the investigator was named Dan Tana, and he used to drive around a Thunderbird, a classic Thunderbird. And I'm here, and I came across this puppy, and it reminded me of that TV show. The private investigator's name was Dan Tana, and he would be driving this puppy. Very cool, very cool. Look at this car right here. This is really cool. That's another car that I used to see back in the day a lot, and now I never see it anymore. Yeah, you know, back to that Thunderbird. They tried to make a new version of that Thunderbird in the early 2000s. It didn't do too well, I think, because the performance wasn't there. But it's becoming a bit of a cult classic. I've noticed a lot of people getting into that early 2000s Thunderbird. So it's making a bit of a comeback. Anyway, let's take a look at this Corvette again. This guy's a Iron Maiden. Not only is a Corvette fan, but he's an Iron Maiden fan. And I love my hooker readers. It's a cool Corvette, though. Gotta say. Gotta say. He's got the club. He's not gonna let anyone steal his Corvette. You know, the club's a good idea. There's a guy who I saw on YouTube who has a C7 Corvette, and that Corvette, you know, so the C7, if you don't know, is the Corvette that came out, I think, in 2014 and went to 2019. Now they have the C8 Corvette. But anyway, he put the club on his car. He went to the store or something. I don't know where. He went to some department store or something. Anyway, long story short, he put the club in his car. When he came back, the window was smashed open, and somebody was trying to break the club, but they couldn't break it. They were trying, you know, you could see that it was bent. So whoever was trying to steal his Corvette failed miserably, just because of the club. So even though the club is old and a lot, you know, there's a lot more technology now to protect your car. If you do have a fancy car, I would highly recommend that you get the club. You know, never hurts to have an extra layer of safety. That club saved that guy's Corvette. I mean, he had to fix the window, but at least that thief was unsuccessful at stealing it. This is a C4 Corvette. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, I used to own one like this in 1992, except mine was not a convertible. It was a hardtop, a coupe. But you know, Corvette actually had a little bit of an issue with this model. They had a little bit of an issue with that model because the old Corvette, there was a Corvette in the early 70s, I can't remember the exact years, but it was a convertible, and Corvette said at that time, Chevrolet said at that time that that would be the last convertible Corvette. So when they came out with that Corvette that you just saw in the mid 90s, you know, people said, hey, hold it, or early 90s, said, hey, people who had the original Corvette, the older ones, said, hey, you told us that this would be the last Corvette that was a convertible. And anyway, long story short, I think there was a lawsuit, and Chevrolet had to pay out some money to those people who owned the older Corvette with the convertible. I had a friend of mine who owned a Camaro just like this when I was in high school. I wonder if this has the double shifter. He was so proud of the double shifter. No, this does not. Some Camaros of this style has like a double shifter thing, and he had one with a double shifter, and he thought that was so futuristic and cool. This is a 1974. This looks like it's for sale. Doesn't say the price though. Or maybe he wants $5,000 maybe for it. I'm not too sure. You know, right now it's the 250th birthday of the United States, and a lot of YouTubers are doing Route 66 videos, and to celebrate the anniversary of, you know, America, the birthday of America, and they're all driving classic cars like this. Kind of cool. I kind of dig this one. Here's a PT Cruiser, and I never owned one, but I did drive one because I rented one once, and it was an experience. And we got a PT Cruiser here. Looks like this guy, he did make his a little bit more fancier. Once again, a car that I used to see a lot on the road, and I can't remember the last time I saw a PT Cruiser on the road. I just find it so fascinating when cars that are so popular that you see them everywhere just disappear, and you never see them on the road again. And the PT Cruiser, man, I used to see the PT Cruiser everywhere. Oh well. It doesn't seem like there's that many cars as there has been in other shows. I don't know why, but it's not that. I'm here pretty early. I think it's about 9:30, 10 about now. But anyway, let's do a little walk around and then we'll head out.
I've been home 12 years. He had his wheel. Are you gonna go back to global propane?
All right, my friends, looks like this car show's wrapping up, even though it's only 11 o'clock. But I guess everybody's already wants to go party or do whatever they're going to do this afternoon. Actually, the soccer games, I think there might be one of those World Cup soccer games later. I'm not too sure who's playing, but maybe that's why everybody's taking off early. Anyway, I did walk around the swap meet area. I don't usually record the swap meet area just because people get, they get a little annoyed. There's some people have signs that say, no photos, no video. So I figure why give myself a hassle. But it's a pretty big swap meet. The only thing I would criticize is that a lot of the prices are kind of high. I mean, they're similar to stuff you can buy on Amazon. And maybe back in the the 80s and 90s when there wasn't the internet, you could get away with stuff like that. But now with the internet, you can find just about everything here for the same price or less. So I am looking for some new rims for my Toyota because my rims are kind of looking a little ugly, but I couldn't find anything remotely close here. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't see anything else of any note, so I guess until next time, my friends, as usual, I'm trying to think before I check off here if there's anything else I want to say. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. So anyway, until next time, my friends, you ride like the wind, don't let that wind ride you, and I will see you on the next video. All right, my friends, you have a good one.